All right. Hi, guys.
Hi, Boo
Happy
Boo.
Sunday. What's going on? So we decided to put this together to answer all your study notes ABA questions because, believe it or not, we get a lot of the same questions. People wanting to know when they should sign up for the collective, how they know which package would work best for them, what different options we have. So we really wanted to create this space to answer any of those questions, especially since our fall collective is opening up for sign up in 3 days on July 15th. And I mean, we're almost through with our summer collective, which is just crazy. I can't believe we're already through summer. We're not through it, but we're almost through it. And just days are kind of meshing together with COVID. I don't know what's going on anymore. So anyone who's here, if you have questions for us, we could answer them. If not, we can kind of just walk you through the different options we have. We try and make our website, the user experience, as friendly as possible, but I know there's still questions, and I'm someone who likes to get my questions answered by actually asking someone and having them talk back to me and answering. So Casey and I are here. Consider us your CMOT to give you all the answers you need to access the website. So
Can you do a quick little introduction on what Study Notes is, who you are, who I am, so that they understand?
Okay. So Study Notes ABA is obviously the best, most least boring study.
That's double negation right there.
We like to pretend like we're the real test, negation. We're not boring. If you are studying for your test and you're trying to figure out how the F you are going to go about learning all the content on this test, understanding it, applying it, we take you from start to class 1. I've signed up for the test. Now, where the hell do I start? All the way till every detail. Okay, you should start. Now you should start taking mock exams. Okay, now you should start opening up this page of your book. You need to read page this to this tonight for your next class. So we are taking the process of, it's a lot. When you get your Cooper book like this and you're like, okay, this is what I need to know, no problem. It's frightening. It's scary. You see other people posting like, I didn't pass again, and you don't want to do that. We've got you. Chill out. We have created a program which keeps getting better from cycle to cycle. And we have broken down every single thing you need to know for the test, that throughout our entire collective from the start, you will be able to mark off after each class every item covered in the task list. We have improved by having our whole program is broken into 20 classes. And we have homework packets to continue your learning outside of class. We tell you exactly what you need to read in your Cooper book. And our goal is, we are not a replacement for your Cooper book. And if anyone ever tells you that you don't need to read your Cooper book, that there's anything else you could do instead, they're fucking lying to you. That's number one, they're lying. What we plan on doing is making your Cooper book less aversive, okay? We are gonna be like, this shit's easy when you do this and this and this and this, and here's a real life example about dating and sex. Now when you go read your book, you're not reading to learn, you're reading to get further examples of what we've broken down for you. So that's the goal of Study Notes ABA. Now, sorry, I think I went a little too deep into it, but
I think what you're gonna say is perfect. So I will say, as a person who took the collective, when I graduated in 2016 with my master's, I found Liat. Lord, God sent me Liat, but she didn't even have a real company yet. It was her first time teaching this collective. And I had done everything too, and I signed up for her because I was like, oh, this is so fun. This is how I learn. And Cooper was really aversive, and I wasn't finding the love for ABA like I should have been finding. And that's one thing that her and I have, is this obsessive love for ABA and Cooper. And we read Cooper for fun, guys. That's not normal. So when we make it so fun and so exciting, you'll realize, you'll be like, I can't wait to read my Cooper book, which is unheard of. But
and I'm sure you probably heard this with other test preps. They're like, Kaplan, learning is fun. I mean, not for ABA, but like it actually is.
It's
like,
weird.
So if you're someone who might be a little perverted or you remember things inappropriate, you're down for a good F-bomb, join the collective. If you are someone who doesn't like to hear colorful language, it's probably not for you. Just gonna put that straight up there right now.
And it was for me for sure. So I signed up and I passed on my first try. And I've been working with Liat, and her and I we're the Behavior Bitches podcast and StudynotesABA. And we, it's just like the best thing in the world, finding your person that you can work with every single day. And the collective is awesome. And there's so many options. So we'll let you guys ask questions and go into more detail. So we'll open it up now.
And you could speak out loud. This is
You can also type in the chat if you want. If you're not feeling like super comfortable, you can send me a message right here in the chat.
So for someone like me, I'm doing the cram and I test on August 15th. I'm trying to keep up with everything, but it's a lot. So what do you recommend for like reading the Cooper book plus the ethics book and doing all the videos and kind of that stuff?
So which cram did you get?
I did the 2-month cram.
So you should have your course outline that you should print out.
Right.
And it says like what your reading is for each class, what your ethics reading is. So basically you come to class having done your reading, right?
Okay.
Or as much as a reading that you can do. Don't feel like, oh my God, shit, I didn't do every moment of every word. And then after class, it's like now your turn is to go back and kind of reread that and then get prepared for the next class. We meet twice a week in the typical live collective. Mm-hmm. So if you were kind of like trying to pace yourself out and you're testing August 15th, you have a little over a month, right?
Right.
So you need to make sure that in each class is about 2 hours. So kind of set up that schedule where you're like, all right, I'm going to do it 3 times a week and I'm going to follow along with their reading schedule. And just make sure that
it's definitely going to be a tighter cram because look, the program originally was set to be 10 weeks, right? So it's 2.5 months. So, I mean, if you get the 1 month, and again, guys, the program is the same, whether you're getting the 1 month, whether you're getting the 4 month, whether you're getting the 2 month, it's all of our live collective, which is a 10-week program. You're either cramming it into 1 month or into 2 months, or, getting it for 4 months, which is the full amount of time. So yes, your schedule is going to be, because it's even a lot of reading, even to do over 10 weeks, the book is dense. So by getting one of the cram options, your schedule is going to be, you're going to have to like really manage your time and figure out.
I want to kind of like back up here. The reason why we started the 1 month cram was because of COVID, right? And everyone was home and they had a lot of time to study every single day because they were like, again, the testing cycle, as you guys know, used to be every 4 months. And now it's open continuous. So people were like, well, I'm testing in 30 days. So it was for an option. So you need to make sure that if you're going to get the 1 month cram, that it's 40 plus hours of videos and that you can commit to that. And same with the 2 month. 2 month is a pretty good option because the collective is 2 months, 10 weeks, right? So 2 months and 2 weeks. But again, we only meet Monday and Wednesday. So if you're a person who's like, well, I'm going to go myself Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and look at these videos, or Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to do 2 each, right? You can do it. You don't meet live at all. Those are just recording bundles. It's different from the live collective where you'd come for 10 weeks every Monday night and Wednesday night. So we're trying to give more affordable options and also study at your own pace. So if you get up at 6 a.m. and you have kids and you're like, oh, I have time right now, right, to watch a video instead of every night at 8 o'clock at Monday and Wednesday, maybe time zone doesn't work out. Maybe you're exhausted and you can't. So we're trying to give as many options as we can.
Yeah. So if you're feeling like overwhelmed, Shelly, it could be because, so again, the 1 month cram was great for people. And it is like, if someone's taken the test and they've used other study prep and they're like, look, I need to review stuff. It's great that you can watch it over a month and choose what you want to watch. Some people are doing it as like their sole method. I personally know that I would need longer than a month to really be able to watch this video, do my assigned reading for it. 2 months, I'm sure you could fit it into, but it is a lot of hours. It is 42 hours of, and it's not that you just need 42 hours and then you could test, because there is the reading in between. So you might just need to schedule it in that maybe you're doing like 3 a week, and some weeks are longer, so you'll do 2 a week. Like when the reading's longer, some classes are shorter.
Yeah, like the first 2 classes are pretty like basics. So we're kind of like, we don't want to scare anyone. We're going to pair with you. So it's like, oh, that was kind of short and easy. All right, great. And then you get into like 6, 7, 8, moving on, and they build on each other. And that's what we always try to do each class is we'll kind of build on the basics and keep going. And then kind of quiz you each class. Like, oh, who remembers this word from class 2, right? Because all of this does build on each other. So we don't just go, we're going to start on A1 task list, right? No, we don't do that. It's very like specifically formulated to build and build and build on things that go together, so that you're able to remember things from previous collectives.
Totally. What other questions anyone else have? And my one thing, I want to tell you guys something. This is not just about the collective in general, whatever test prep you use. My thing is, a lot of people work jobs that are, it's like, look, everyone needs a BCBA. So jobs put a lot of pressure. Like, I need to be a BCBA. I just finished my coursework, whatever it is. What I tell people, my number one thing is set yourself up for success. So just because you're finishing your program on Wednesday next week doesn't mean you need to test on Thursday next week. Set yourself up for success, that you're giving yourself a long enough time that you could take this test one and done or once and for all. Because I know like a lot of jobs, I remember like feeling pressure, like, okay, well, if I could be a BCBA tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. Like, set yourself up for success, that you're going to get it. And something that if you are someone who doesn't have a job right now, you have 1 month to cram it in, great. Even if I had 1 month to fully focus, for me, it personally would not work. I would put myself in a state of panic that I think I'd feel so rushed that I couldn't get anything done. So set yourself up for success from the get-go. Like for some people, 2 months might be great. And you might
say, like for me, like Liat suffers from like severe ADHD. For me, like I'd probably be like, oh, 1 month, like I'm gonna, if I wasn't working or if I like had no kids, which I don't, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna rock this shit out. Like I'm gonna do one every single night. I'm gonna do all my readings every day. I have a flexible job. But make sure you're preparing to know that the access period, 1 month, 2 months, or 4 months is what you have. And if you have no test date in sight and you're testing in like a year, do not buy it those. Like wait till you know when you're testing.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I want to do the collective and I just pushed my date back till November. I was messaging one of you about it. Yeah. So should I just do the collective with like what it includes, or is there an additional program that people do to like study more, or is your program enough, or do people pair it with others?
Oh, we're more than enough. We'll keep you busy, girl. No, so I was talking to you, were going to take it mid-October, right?
Yes.
So I would say if you sign up for our, Casey, please don't get mad that I'm forgetting the date. It opens up July 15th and you could use coupon code EARLYAF and it will give you $50 off. What a lot of people like to do is get packages that have live plus a video component. So yeah, you come to class and
okay, so I'm gonna take over for you just because I want to give her the date. So like if you're testing when, Leon's like, mad at me because I don't know the dates. You're testing.
So I had just signed up for October 15th, but because of the dates of the collective, I'm moving it to November. Like
perfect. So like if you sign up for the fall one, we start August 24th. You're gonna have 4 months access to all your videos if that's a package you choose. So we end on October 28th, which still gives you a month and a half, right, of video access. So say you test on November 1st and God forbid you don't pass, you still have a month and a half of the videos to use, right? So that's your best bet. Where are you? Where do you live? You're like sitting on this.
Sorry,
beautiful
it's so loud. Miami.
Oh, I love it.
Downtown. Okay, that helps. So like between all of the mocks and everything, you also like get to learn how to test it.
Yes. Yeah.
So that is a huge thing. I should say that we're not just sitting there like, positive reinforcement is this. Like, we will drill your effing brain until you are like, okay, like every single class starts with a tip of the day, like a tip for testing. Like, this is what you need to be looking for. When you get to class 7 or 8, if it's in our program exactly, we'll say, okay, now it's time for you to start taking some mocks, okay? It's the idea that like, I'm personally someone who, like, I need someone at the gym to tell me exactly what to do, right? So we'll like tell you exactly what to do along the way. And if you do it, you are set up well for the test. Every class, you'll have practice questions at the end to make sure you know what you're doing. The homework packet in between, making sure that you're actually taking in what you're learning. We really go for the skills of the actual test taking skills itself, because, you know, a lot of people, the idea of separating what you're doing clinically at the time from the way the test asks it, you know, like we will be like, okay, look, what you've been seeing at your clinic, stop for a second, because maybe your clinic, like someone could be an amazing clinician, but this test is a thing on its own, right? Like I've seen some amazing clinicians who just need the test taking skills. So we are, I like to say we've become a little bit of an expert in it because we're doing it all day long, every day. Yes, we will keep you organized. So if you're worried between this, in between, we have tried creating a space that we have all the resources for you. So if you're
we wake up and have coffee with Cooper, like that's what we do, like for fun. Is we like read 3rd edition Cooper with our coffee in the morning to like study. Like we're never not studying. Every single, if you purchase any of the video bundles, like the 1 month, 2 month, or 4 month, every single time we teach a new class, it's uploaded in there. So someone had asked that question. So yes, 100%. It's always updated in your packages. So when you purchase a live collective package, all the videos from our previous collective will be there. So say you tomorrow on July 15th, you purchase the collective, right? We don't start till August 24th. Don't worry, your access will not start until the day the collective starts. You'll have access to the videos though. So say you're like, oh, I want a real head start. I'm gonna sign up July 15th, early bird special. I get all the now the summer collective classes we just taught. If you get the video option, they'll be in your account, starting day 1 that you purchase it. You could be watching those for the next month, right? That's like another head start. And then August 24th, when we start, now you're still, the access for your 4 month does not start till August 24th, the day of the collective. So you'll have, if you did purchase it earlier, you're gonna have a month head start on anyone that you're like, all right, I watched all the summer collective videos and now I'm gonna start in the fall collective and have the live classes. So,
and yes, I see someone ask saying, is it okay if I use my 2nd edition Cooper book? Yes, we are still on the 2nd edition Cooper book. Casey and I are just preparing for future 2022. And yes, Pav, he loves advertising the collective.
He's like, Mom, what are the questions you guys have?
Yeah, so you will still be using your 2nd edition book if you're in this next collective. So sorry, we keep saying the 3rd. It's just that it's a lot more in it. So we are trying to get prepared for 2022.
Guys, it's
so yeah.
I'm not sure about this app question.
Let me answer the app question. The app question, people are saying, if we have the StudynotesABA app, the paid version, does it overlap with the live collectors, or is it smart to do both? Okay, so the app is not an equivalent to the collectives. So it's not like, there's no app to like access your live collectives on the app. The app is something totally separate. The app is a place for fluency. It has over 2,800 practice questions in each area. Now, the app, there are free features on it. So when you get the app on your phone, and yes, I know this question's coming next, so let me just say we are not on Android yet, but we are on our way. We are working on it actively. So I'm sorry. But okay, so you get the app. The app is in line with the way that we break our studying up in the collective. So again, we're not going like A1, A2, A3, A4 off the task list. We are building off in a way. So you might see like FK7, A4, this, it's telling you the order to study in the same way our collect is broken up. So that's a free feature of the app. You could do questions in on different areas you want to review. So a great way to use the app is after class, you want to answer more questions on FK7, great. Go to that on the app and you could do that. The app also has the possibility for you to get mix up of questions, like 160 questions at a time, like a mock, okay?
Guys, I will not lie. I do the remix, though. I can do 160 question mock. I use the app if I'm in the gym and I'm just like trying to brush up to make sure I'm on my game. I'll be like on the treadmill. I'm like, I'm gonna rock a mock, 160 questions, and like it's fun. It's like
you do.
Nowhere else you can do that. Oh, I do. Of course I do. You know me. I'm a nerd. I like love it.
Okay, so yeah, so that is great, and also, so the mock also the paid version of the app also has meetings every Tuesday and Saturday. And what it is it's not the collective. The collective is more us teaching you the content. The study groups that are live on the app, I'm sorry, are people bringing questions, answering each other. I mean, it's facilitated by BCBA. Either I'll be there or Carol will be there. And we're going through different things that you come across, and like a facilitated communication, facilitated communication, that's so not ABA, facilitated chat.
Do not say facilitate.
To go over, different concepts you're having difficulty with, people talking it out. Sometimes we'll have like bingo games on there, different giveaways, fun things like that. But yeah, the next collective, by the way, our website will soon have a calendar that you guys can start planning in advance which collective you'll sign up for. So if someone, the winter collective is going to be November 16th to January 20th. I'm reading the chat, I know.
I know you are. I always laugh because Leah has no idea. Whenever anyone asks when they start or end, she's like,
I actually have date dementia. Like,
well, no, it's only because I have it posted all over my house. So like, I know when it is. And I planned it, so that's hard too. So you just got on, guys. This will be recorded and posted to YouTube, as well as it's Facebook Live, so you can rewatch it there. And I'll type the dates into the chat.
Anyone have any other questions, like about, like your personal situation? Like, I have this many hours available this week. I'm testing this date. When should I sign up? Or it's okay. You could ask questions that are personal to your situation here. Don't be shy. Come on, don't be shy, as Ellie Brown would say.
Okay, more on the app. If you get the collective, I saw like on the past, like what's the SnapO thing? Where do you like go on to see all of the collective and the homework and the mocks? Because it looked like an app.
Okay, so all of that is on. So when you go to StudynotesABA.com, realize this is totally separate than the app. Like they're not connected. Okay, so you go on, you purchase it. Have you ever taken an online class?
Yes, my whole master's.
Oh, okay, beautiful. So exactly, it's going to be in your portal there. From the second you buy it, all your videos will be there. If you get one that has a homework packet included, it's going to be there in your downloads. It's all there that you could access and start watching.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's all in there for you.
Okay, thank you.
I want to answer a question. The math and shit homework, the math and shit is separate. It's on the website. It's amazing, super reinforcing packet. The homework packet comes with any live collective option. There's 3 live collectives, live plus homework, which is just, you come every Monday, Wednesday, and you get a homework packet too. The live plus video, which is now you have all the videos from the summer collective, which is your previous one. And then all the new ones we teach are uploaded, plus the homework. The homework packet's probably 120 pages of, it follows, it's like collective 1. Everything from collective 1 is covered with multiple choice, true and false, fill in the blank, what's the hashtags to remember, real life scenario questions. So there's a lot in that homework packet, and that comes with any of the live options.
Yes, someone just wrote, the collective is great, but what was also incredibly helpful is the homework packet. Yeah, it's definitely a place for you to do that after, to go after class and see what you've learned, which is great. Also, something I should add right now about the collective in general, and again, the video bundles are amazing and great because you're getting the exact same thing we're teaching out loud live, but it can fit into your schedule. But the thing that's amazing about the live, these people become your, like, I don't even know how to say it.
So we have a private, so every collective that you join, like summer right now, everyone has their own private Facebook group for each collective. And the people get so close. They'll be your people, your friends, your professional people for your ever. Like it's so amazing to see. It really is. It's such a tight knit group of people where you're like, I want to form a study group on top of the collective. On, we have our Pacific Standard Time babes. They formed one, like, and they're like best friend. Like literally, I just see this beauty of these relationships and these communities that form. It's awesome.
All the way until when you pass, the field can be very isolating, and so it's great to have people like, dude, I don't know what to do. I'm working at this clinic. They're running this. It seems completely effed. Like, what do I do? These will be your people to talk to when you pass, when you're studying, when you're crying, whatever it is.
When you want like a shot of tequila when you're done with class because you're like so overwhelmed. They do that as well.
Okay, so someone said, I failed the test the first time and I want to retest, but I'm not sure where to start. Help, please. So we have lots of people who have, used other things, not passed, and wondering where to start. I would say, if you just believe in our process a little and you're like, I'm starting this shit over, I'm going to learn it, and I'm going to learn it in a way that it relates to me, and I'm just going to buy into this process. And I don't mean like physically buy, I mean like commit to the process, because there's a lot of stuff out there that could overwhelm you. Allow us the opportunity to teach you this shit in a way that's never been presented to you before. Okay? Like, I'm talking, let us blow your mind. We're good at that.
I think a big thing too to like stress is that like Liat and I are super available. Like it doesn't matter if the class is 100 or 120 or 200 people. Like the Facebook group, the accessibility of her and I is like your personal. Like I messaged all weekend today with one of the guys in our collective who's like, I don't feel like I'm doing the right studying. Help me, like. And I'm like, call me, like, let's set up a study plan. Like, what are you doing? He was on his spin bike and he's like one of our, like, he's like a great summer collective. He's so into it. I was like, if you're on your spin bike, you better damn well be using your app right now and doing fluency. He's like, okay, I will. Like, it's just like it's very personable.
Someone said, I'm working towards my hours and planning to test in 9 months from now. I'm planning to write a 2-month video from the collective. When should I get it?
When you have a testing date and you're 2 months out.
Yes. Or I would maybe even get it when you're like 3 months out from testing, and I would get the 2 month before then. Just to give yourself like some time after that to study, to like go over things. But I wouldn't get it when you're ready to commit. Okay. Like if you're going to get something and be like, I have this, whatever it is, get it when you're ready to commit. Get the app when you're ready to, I want to get the app for 3 months straight because you are paying per month. Get it when you are, the studying for this test is not the kind of thing that you could just fly by and show up. Like, I know even with the amount of stuff I know right now, I would still go back and study right now if I knew I was taking it in a month. I would still go like detail it, even though I feel like I probably could pass right now. But the amount of knowledge you need for this test is a lot. So when you're ready to be like, I'm ready to commit to this shit, I'm ready to fucking pass, I'm ready to give it all I have, that's when you get ready to do it. I wouldn't say get it as like, oh, maybe I'll just do it as a side hobby right now while I'm in school. Like, it's no side hobby. This test is a full-time fucking job, and we will make it as fun as we can. And I swear you won't hate studying when you're, I know all these things just sound like, and I don't want to make fake promises, but we're doing something different here. There's something different going on. The fact that we have BCBAs who pass and are still like coming to our
coming
class.
back to we had a girl pass halfway through this collective in summer. She had taken something before and was like, I'm just going to test randomly in the middle of the collective. And she passed, and she still is coming back to every single class. I'm like, girl, you don't need to come. You're done. She's like, no, it's so much fun. These people are my family. I'm like, okay, you're more than welcome to come back. Like, to me, I'd be like, see ya. But yeah, it's definitely, you just get so, what I think of it is like a shared adversity, right? Like, you're in this state where you're all experiencing the same fear of like passing the exam. And you find these people that are going through it with you, and you just become so incredibly close.
These are your people. Someone's saying, yeah, I just want to, again, Tina Blackman in the UK is saying, I found studying fun even at 3 a.m. She would get on in the UK for our lives and wake up for class at 3 a.m. to join us.
Someone's here too, and I don't know, Samira, are you here?
Yes, I'm here, Casey.
She sent me a message.
Hi,
She said,
girl.
can I say something? I'm like, go ahead.
Hi, ladies. Yes, I'm in this collective, the whole collective. I was here. I failed, but it's not you guys, it's me. Where did I screw up? I really didn't learn AKA words. I should. I know what they mean. And then in test, it was like, oh, sure, Leah told me, in case they told me I had to memorize this, But ladies, for you who are, doubting, should you take collective or not, I highly, 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 highly recommend it. Like, I thought I'm a disciplined student, but I could never, ever start to study seriously without those two ladies. And way they explain concepts, it's amazing. But of course, you have to read Cooper. If you're not going to read Cooper and your notes, don't think those two ladies are going to, do miracle.
Thank
But
you,
it's
Samira.
amazing. It's absolutely. I have friends who are studying and they're using other groups, we are chit-chatting, comparing. I don't think any group is more productive like this one. Seriously, I wouldn't say that if I don't mean I fail. I would now just judge about that.
This is actually, I didn't know what you were going to say. I just was like, go ahead, go for it.
But it's seriously like,
Could have been like, I hate you, bitches.
like I know exactly where I need to hit now. They told me, and they still didn't. Damn on me, So.
Samira, you are such a light in our collective for the spring, so thank you. And like, I'm so excited that you're even here right now. You just showed up. Like, I love you. You're so.
I saw on Facebook it says it's on. I said, let me see my ladies.
It's just a family. Like, you want to keep coming back. So thank you for almost making me cry on a Sunday afternoon, Samira. Thank you. And you got this.
I'll pass next time.
You
Just 5 points. I was short 5 points.
Girl, you're so
5 points. This is your time.
Yeah.
That's just like 2 hashtags you need to remember.
Yeah.
2 hashtags away from passing.
There you go.
Thank you.
Samira. You're so sweet.
Hi, Rachel.
Hello.
Wait, you're here too? What is going on right now?
Yes, I am. Are you kidding me? I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get on.
Ugh.
But I've done the collective as well, and these ladies are absolutely amazing. They know their stuff, and it's definitely a place where you can come to and ask any questions, and it's okay to be vulnerable in those areas because they're here to help you, and you can ask as many questions. In addition to that, how everything has been laid out as far as when you get into the collective, you basically have like your syllabus and, which class you're going to attend, what's going to be covered. You have your homework packets, you have your mini mocks. And so there is a process. It is a journey. When you start in the collective, it is a journey. You're making friends, you're making study groups, but how everything has been laid out, it is setting you up for success, but you have to follow it. So when you're taking the class, you're going over your Cooper book, you're reading, you're reviewing, you're doing the homework. They also have a math and ship packet, which is absolutely amazing. And then you have your mini mocks. As long as you're following the process and you're being consistent and dedicated and you're doing it and you're on it, you will do well.
Rachel, where did I like feel like I'm gonna cry. Like, yeah, we're like, this is not planned, you guys. We didn't talk to any of these people. Like, Rachel,
No.
Rachel's been like one of like Rachel and I also do morning meetups together, just as a friend group, like to support each other in the field. When you go out in the field, once you pass and you're like, I want to keep learning. I have so many questions. Like, we've created like a morning meetup women group of like, and men are welcome, but we just have women who it's like, hey, I found this great research article, or how do I do this? Or Rachel texted me the other day, she's like, I'm doing a preference assessment, Casey. Which one should I use with this? And I'm like, oh I got you, girl.
I was like in a session, and it was like completely, I've done this in the past, but like years ago in a more clinical setting. And it's been some time since I practiced it. But when you're reading it in Cooper and then you're actually going to apply it, once you encounter that, there's going to be questions like, how does this look, right? So I was like, Casey, this is what I have. Is there a specific order? Can they engage with this, with the item? And so it was the best day ever.
I was like, I got you, girl. Here you go.
Right, exactly.
I think we all do that with Casey. I'm like, Casey, I'm teaching this right now. What are these
Tell me what to do.
tact extensions? Get off the boat. I need help.
I live on the water. I'm always on the water. Which is like, I'm tutoring right now and I need your help, SOS. And I'm like, gotcha, girl. Hold on. It's just a family, guys. And that's, I think, my favorite thing about even this whole thing is, yes, I study every single day. I love every single thing about ABA, but it also creates a beautiful family.
That is the truth. Any other questions?
Yeah, feel free to ask. We're here right now.
Something I could do for people asking about the math and shit packet, like just so you know, like what's in it.
Oh, good job, yeah.
It is, you got a cheat sheet in here. Activities as you find answers out. It literally works out. There's a sample, always example on the left hand. And then you're solving a mystery, okay? This is a big deal. There was a thief in Liat's house. You need to figure out this mystery. It literally, we are using behavior analysis. People say, are there other ways to use behavior analysis? And the answer is yes. We are using it completely in our entire program. We are pairing something aversive with being reinforcing, and we're showing that you could use behavior analysis and other uses aside from autism. Our entire program is built on all the principles that we talk about. It's actually, our program is built high P, low P. You'll understand what that means when you take it. We use a lot of pre-MAC principle. We use a lot of pairing. We use a lot of reinforcement. Everything that we talked about, we're utilizing in our program. So we're not all talk, we're actually doing it. The class, again, early bird will start on July 15th. That will be, I believe, Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday, yep.
Wednesday. Get your spot. The discount is $50.
I think another thing to make apparent is that during the collective, you're in the live collective, Liat or me are teaching. There's always going to be people in the chat for you to send your questions to. So like, if you're in the middle of the class and you're like, I don't want to say out loud because there's 100 and something people here, you just like we're doing here, you just send me it and I write back to you, and I'm like the chat master, which I love.
Yeah, listen to our podcast. Our podcast, we also have a lot of free resources too. If you, before
YouTube,
you like,
oh my goodness.
Yes, it is a financial investment paying for study prep. So I encourage you to watch what we have to offer for free on YouTube. Also, listen to our podcast. Our podcast, Behavior Bitches, is totally free. You'll be learning while you listen to us talking shit. So Behavior Bitches podcast, available wherever you listen to your podcast.
Guys, if you want the most embarrassing thing, go watch my experimental design on YouTube. It was what led me to be able to teach for Study Notes, but it's my first time teaching ever, and I was so nervous. But I've had so many people message me and be like, I passed because of that video. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I watch it and I am just cringe. I'm like, ugh. But I spent a long time making that PowerPoint.
Oh, and another thing that we do that's different is we do not, that video, yes, it's a PowerPoint, it's experimental designs. We write out all the notes with you every single collective. So if you're having a hard time taking key concepts from what you're learning, a huge part of it is knowing how to take your notes and how to study. So every single class, we are sharing our notes as it writes out. It will be shared on the screen. So we're writing the notes with you, so it's at a pace that you could take the notes as well. And it kind of helps you generalize how to take what's important out of the notes. So that's different. Anything else we could answer while you have us here? Undivided.
I hear the snoring.
Okay, I'm sure you've answered this, but if I sign up for like the fall collective, you said y'all do some live teachings on that, correct? On Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yeah, so if you sign up for the live collective, you're going to be able to, it's every Monday and Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, and those are recorded, like if something happens, I can go back and watch them later. I have 3 kids, so sometimes 7 o'clock, not always.
So this is the best package for someone like you. We have 3 different packages on the website you'll see. So live and homework, which means if you get the live and homework, you get 2 free recordings. So say life happens and you want 2 free recordings, like I didn't come. The next package has live plus all the recordings, so you can do all 20 classes whenever you want to do them, as well as come to the lives.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you got 3 kids, that's probably what I'm going to recommend to you.
Yeah. And that's part of like the fall, like you can do that with the fall collective and just, okay.
Yeah. The fall collective it's on the website now, but it will take you to an error link because it's not live. Like it's not available for purchase. It will be on July 15th, like we said.
Okay. So just wait till July 15th. I teach too, so it's been crazy.
Yep. Trust me, we get life, right? And yeah, so in COVID, we get all of it. So yeah, so for fall, yeah, I would do the live plus video plus homework, or the live plus video plus mock plus homework, which gives you the 160 mock exam.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Are you Cassie?
I'm Cassie, yeah.
I'm Casey.
I know, I get called Casey all the time. My mom actually had my name spelled like your name, and everybody in the hospital kept calling me Casey, so she changed it to the spelling that I have, and they still called me Casey. So I answered to Cassie and Casey and hey you.
I wanted Cassie, so I'd make my name like Cassey, and I'm like, call me Cassie. It's not Casey, that's a boy's name. All right, the fall collective, so guys, the fall collective opening sign up starts July 15th. The actual collective starts August 24th and runs through, I'm putting it back in the chat, and runs through, I did put the YouTube video, it runs to October 28th. And then the winter opens up there. It will open up earlier, but that's when the start date. So when you get early bird purchase, so say you're like, oh, I want yeah, of course you get 4 months, but it's not, if you purchase it July 15th, it's not going to fuck you where you don't have access for the 4 months. It's from the day the collective starts. So August 24th. You're
actually getting access to your videos for
a month longer.
Yeah, so like essentially 5 months. The earlier you sign up,
the entire summer collective is already going to be in your account when you purchase it.
Yes.
So you could be like, hey, I feel sexy. I'm going to get a month studying in ahead of time. And then when the collective starts, after each time we teach, we upload the newest one in replace of the old one.
Totally
Magodally.
I can't believe we're already on to fall. I mean, I don't know where summer went.
I don't even want to I think we're always planning forward, but we just need to stay in the moment. We're only on 13, class 13, which experimental design is my favorite thing to teach. So Monday night, I'm so excited for it. All right, any last questions?
Anything?
And the collective's party for the BCA. We prepare you for the BCBA and the BCABA. That's what you're taking. Not every collective is different. They're all the same material. It's just that what Liat and I were saying is that we learn so much. The field of ABA is crazy. There is so much knowledge. It's human behavior. So we only get better as we go is kind of what we were saying. So like, you know, it's not that there's any different material. It's just that we have better examples, like, or we're like, oh, this is how it's the best way to teach it. We're fine tuning the practice. It's not like, it's like, if you know, took it then it's different now. It's not. It's just that there's more information that we present in a different way because we've learned over teaching. We've behavioral skills trained ourselves.
Also, people are asking, okay, so yes, people who, a lot of people do not have a test date yet, even if they're testing in November, right? Like they might be submitting that, that's fine. A lot of people in the middle of the collective will get their test date, right? They might be like submitting the paperwork. So even if you don't have a test date right now, that's okay. A lot of people like mid-collective, they'll get their date. Just like due to the timing and the turnaround period. So yes.
Yes, Crystal, yeah, exactly. If you take the fall collective and you want to do the winter collective, you can, the winter collective and fall, all the collectives have the same material, same course outline, same everything. We just always make sure we get our newest videos that we teach uploaded. Unless we like really suck that night. No, I'm just kidding.
People are asking, what can I do? What can I do to prepare before the collective? You can, and again, this will be your, I know this is 3rd edition, but get your 2nd edition Cooper book and start tabbing the sides, okay? Start looking in there to start, okay, chapter 2, concepts, basic principles. Put a tab in there so that it will decrease your response effort. This is a great antecedent intervention to make you want to read your book more because it is easier to find what you're looking for. So start looking at your book, just look at how it's laid out. Start reading, you could start reading some chapters, like start reading chapter 1, start figuring out, okay, what you're gonna get comfortable with your book, looking at it.
Start going to our YouTube channel and watching all of the videos that we have had posted about, like, we'll post videos on, like, where do I start? Sometimes we've had videos posted, question dissections posted. We've had us teaching posted, flashcard Friday. Like, get used to how we teach and get used to, like, Rachel, you raising your hand? Oh, I saw your hand over there. I'm like, oh, I like that about you. Yeah, just start getting like familiar with it and getting really, oh, pairing packs. Rachel said, order a pairing pack. Here you go. Here's mine. Pairing pack. Look at Tab. How
we do have a sale going on right now because I'm turning 30 and the whole world needs to know.
There's so much fun stuff. Tabs to tab your Cooper book. There's scrunchies. There are pens. There are everything.
If you order right now, and if you use coupon code.
Oh, look at, watch. You see that? Pass the fucking test with a cute little person on top. There's a lot of stuff in this pairing pack. If you go to the website, you'll see.
Okay, and that pen's amazing. You don't think you've ever.
I've never written with it before. Oh my god.
Yeah, so if you use the coupon code DIRTY30, like both words spelled out, you get $10 off the pairing pack, plus you will get a Skinner sticker added, which are not even on our website yet. Skinner's my homeboy sticker. You also will get a, our new outline markers, which are not even on the website yet, which are a $24 value added to your pairing pack. So this gets you excited for studying, pairing studying as being reinforcing.
Dude,
coupon code is this, DIRTY30.
I can't believe I've never written with this pen before. I just
amazing.
thought it was like fun. I'm also not a pen person like Liat is. That's why we work so well together. I'm like the nerdy smart and she's like the very creative, fun pen. I still write with like Sharpies. That's like my jam.
DIRTY30 is where it's at. You will get the Skinner is my homeboy sticker added and the outline markers, which are
a cute little makeup bag for when you're done with all your stuff, or a pencil bag.
There's a lot on there. All right. Anything else to get you guys ready for this? No, I'm going to stop the recording.
All right. I'm going to go